What's up, everybody? This is OBB, the Diecast news guy, and this Diecast review is gonna be a very special one because you know me and many others. This one I think a lot of people are gonna shed a lot of tears over because, as you guys know, last year was not only just a season to probably remember or not. When we saw this guy race for one more time in the NASCAR Cup Series, it was just bittersweet. I mean, my God, I definitely have a lot to talk about this diecast, but today it's going to be on Jimmie Johnson's 2020 Ally last ride, final ride, Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 1 LE for Anniversary Awards. Goodness gracious, man, this is a freaking beauty. I will probably be reliving Deja Vu and review this diecast again when we get the 2-pack set of the Passing the Torch. I'm planning to probably get that because I do love me some race wins, guys, or race versions, but this is going to be a special diecast review to all the Jimmie Johnson fans out there who are watching. I know plenty of them who are good buddies of mine that are waiting for me to review this, and I must say, this thing is freaking beautiful. Well, so let's go ahead and unbox the bad boy. Let's take a close look at the final ride car for the modern GOAT of NASCAR, Jimmie Johnson. Alrighty, guys, we got this diecast out of its box, and my goodness, guys, this is going to be a diecast that's going to be going up in value very quickly, so I strongly encourage you guys to pick this diecast up right away, no matter what the variant is. We've seen it with Tony Stewart's and Jeff Gordon's and Dale Jr.'s and Matt Kenseth's, but now we got Jimmie Johnson, man. Like I said in the introduction, he is the modern GOAT of NASCAR, 7-time champion, and this guy has just accomplished so much, winning multiple Daytona 500s, and just now he's racing an IndyCar, which I'm looking forward to review his IndyCar diecast for this year. We got a good variety coming out, but let me tell you what, man, when they first released this paint scheme, a lot of people were disappointed in this paint scheme just because, you know, that they kind of pulled a Jeff Gordon on us and they basically made his primary car and just put in this silver chrome, which, don't get me wrong, it looks cool. I do like it a lot. And I do have the Jeff Gordon car as well, not the race version, but I have his regular variant. That would have been a cool side-by-side comparison to show you guys, but we're going to be strictly focusing on Jimmie Johnson because even though those guys were teammates, they were rivals at a time. I mean, still remember those days where him and Jeff Gordon were just dominating at Martinsville. Man, those were years I despised, but looking back at it now, guys, let me tell you what. Jimmie Johnson, man, what a career this guy's had. I mean, the last 3 years were probably something not to really remember. But let me tell you what, guys, Jimmie Johnson probably could have made it to the playoffs if two things didn't happen: him getting disqualified at the Coca-Cola 600, and him missing out at the Brickyard, the final Brickyard race on the oval, which, you know, because, you know, he had COVID at the time. I think with those two reasons alone, he probably would not be in that position and missed the playoffs. He probably could have made it into the playoffs, and I was really cheering for him. I mean, you are talking to a guy who really despised Jimmie Johnson's dominance in the early days, all right? Look at it. This car has a working suspension, but I'm not going to do what I can to roast the hell out of this car for quality issues because, you know, it's line art racing. There's always going to be quality issues. I mean, front window's sticking out, but this is mostly like a tribute. I rarely do that much tributes in my diecast reviews, but, you know, you cannot forget what Jimmie Johnson has accomplished in his career. And you know what? Part of me, it's just so weird seeing a different driver. I mean, I like Bowman, and don't get me wrong, he's already done well in that 48, bringing that 48 car back into victory lane. That was already special. What is going on with this windshield? What on earth? Is that shit bent or melted? What on earth? Lionel, I'm trying to have a civil diecast review, and there's a fucking scratch on this thing. I don't have the energy to go ahead and complain about the quality issues. You know, I just said before. Yeah, luckily I'm not going to show this side that much, but Jimmie Johnson, man, long story short, whether you love him or hate him, you got to accept what he has done to this sport. I mean, it was just so sad seeing the downfall. I mean, I think after that Pocono crash in 2017, I hate to bring that up. I think after that is kind of when we started seeing the slumber for Jimmie Johnson. And this guy has been very close to break that winning streak. And, man, when he officially made it out of the playoffs and didn't even got into the playoffs because he wrecked at Daytona, I mean, I was kind of bummed. I mean, I almost kind of shed a tear a little bit because I was like, man, I thought Jimmie Johnson was going to have a shot at it. And it was just too good to be true, man. But I know I don't really want to talk more about that because I know a lot of the hardcore Jimmie Johnson fans are like, stop reminding us about that. But you gotta admit, everyone felt sorry for Jimmie Johnson. But at least everything went on a positive note, and he came home and finishing this race at the Phoenix finale race in 5th. He got top 5 in his last starts. I mean, which was pretty damn cool. And that was a really cool moment seeing him and Chase Elliott race side by side as what they call it now, passing the torch. One great driver lead to another. I mean, Chase still has a lot of work to do. He's got 6 more championships to catch up. But Henry Motorsports is looking like they are at a bright future now. It's pretty damn amazing. Henry Motorsports already has all their drivers have a win this season, and the former Cup Series champion doesn't. But I think it has been for the best. Jimmie Johnson definitely was not as prime anymore, but we'll never forget his legacy, man. And I'm not going to say he's going to do good at IndyCar, but I'm glad he's taken more opportunities to go out and do what he wants to do, man. And that's awesome. But this paint scheme, guys, absolutely beautiful. The diecast render didn't do his justice. A lot of people wanted him to do a throwback on one of his Lowe's cars, which, that would have been cool. I mean, I know in 2018 they did two Lowe's Final Ride cars. I still got to get that one from Homestead if you guys can help me out and find that, because that'd be a cool diecast to review, because goodness gracious, that was a beautiful paint scheme. A lot of people wanted him to probably run, I don't know, his 2006/2007, 2008 car, but we already saw so many throwbacks of that car, so it was kind of redundant. Plus, I don't think it would work well with the Ally car, to be honest, because, Ally always has to have these random, that I guess they're supposed to be like racing lines or whatever, but the Ally schemes have got better, and this one really shines. I mean, to show you guys the comparison, I will be bringing out the white Rally car, the one I did a rant review on, but this already looks, practically exactly the same paint scheme. I mean, we do get the Cup Series banner, of course, because this is the NASCAR Authentics version. But the font still looks so weird on the front. I don't know why that's the case. There's just such a big gap. I mean, that font just looks really weird in the front. But whatever, though. People don't really look at the front of the diecast anyways. Paint scheme is pretty much exactly the same, except for the white. We got ourselves this nice silver chrome, just like the Jeff Gordon. It's like a metallic silver, but I don't know, you put it out in the sun, and you put it out in the light, guys, this thing really just shines. I mean, Henry Motorsports really knows how to do well with the metallic schemes, and while, I know, it was disappointing, to say the least, I will admit, it's pretty cool. And we actually do got, I didn't even notice this, guys, the different shades of purple, guys. We got a lot more different shades of purple on this, which is pretty cool. It really balances out the colors very nicely instead of this dark purple we had on the Rally car. Really do love that, guys. We got like purple and pink and magenta and indigo, all different colors of the rainbow. And we got Ally do it right, and you can definitely see what is missing on the Rally car. But just, this is a beautiful diecast. I know I keep repeating myself, but it is very nice, man. And I just would highly recommend picking this up, because if you are a NASCAR fan, whether you hate him or whether you loved him or hate him, you gotta admit, this is a diecast I think every NASCAR collector is gonna have to get, one way or another. Otherwise, I can't really call yourself a diecast collector, because this is right up there with all the other Final Rides cars. Feel free to comment below which Final Ride car has been your favorite. This one definitely has to be, I don't really have to say which one's my favorite, but it's definitely up there. It's up there for one to remember. But yeah, I think the silver and the Dayglow yellow and the different shades of purple really sells this car well. Probably Ally's best paint scheme from 2020. But anyways, guys, this has been OBB, the Diecast News Guy. Thank you guys for watching this Diecast review of the Jimmie Johnson 2020 Ally Last Ride, Final Ride, Chevrolet Camaro ZL1, 1LE, 400 Motorsports. Comment, subscribe, and yeah, I will catch you guys on another Jimmie Johnson Diecast review when we get his 2021 IndyCar Diecast coming soon. But until we meet again, guys, I'll catch you guys on another Diecast review.